back to Kids TV. We are so excited you're here. My name is Morgan.
And I'm Eric.
And we're in week 2 of Wow!
Wow!
Yep, it's a series all about Jesus' miracles.
I love it. It's
Yeah.
so good. And you know what time it is.
I do know what time it is. It's game time!
It's game time. And for this week's game, we're gonna do an experiment where we get to make ice cream.
Yes, I love ice cream.
I'm so excited, but hey, guess what? KTV would not be KTV without a consequence. So, we're gonna make ice cream, but one of us gets to put pickle juice as the consequence.
Pickle ice cream? That's gross. All right.
Oh yeah.
Well, I have the recipe on my phone, so I'll start reading through the instructions and we'll put it together.
We'll make some
See
ice
how
cream.
it comes out. Okay, first we need our small plastic bag.
Okay, here, I got it, mine.
And we're gonna combine half and half sugar and vanilla. So we each need to put 1 cup of half and half in our bag.
One cup of half and half?
Let me
Is
help
this my
you
cup?
out. Okay.
Now we need the sugar.
Next up, we need 2 tablespoons of sugar. All right, next up, we need a little dash of vanilla.
All right.
Perfect.
That was a splash
I
or a
think
dash.
yours might be very vanilla-y. Now we need to seal it up
Okay.
and get all the air out as much as you can.
Oh.
This smells good.
What about the pickle juice? Who
You
gets the
forgot the
pickle
pickle
juice?
juice. I can pour it in
Okay,
mine.
you're
I can
gonna
do
do
it.
that one. Okay.
All right, next up, we can put our bags of milk down.
Okay.
In our large plastic bag, we're going to combine the ice and the salt. So we need 3 cups of ice.
But wait a minute. You're supposed to put salt in ice cream?
Yeah, you are. That's
Wow.
how it
I did not know that.
makes the ice cream freeze.
Oh,
We're
that
gonna
makes
make this
sense.
bag freeze using ice and salt.
Mind blown.
It's a science experiment.
Okay.
There's your salt.
And there's my salt. That's a lot of salt. And I just poured in.
You're gonna pour it in.
Okay.
Then we're gonna take our small bag.
Uh-huh.
Inside our large bag,
Okay.
we're going to zip it up.
Okay.
And now
Zip it in.
we shall get our workout in for the day
All right.
because we are about to shake. Are you ready? Here we go.
Oh, right, Morgan. I'm getting tired, and we
Me
gotta
too.
we gotta keep shaking though. But
We
I think
do.
this would be a good time for us to go to worship. What do you think?
Let's go to worship.
We want to invite you to sing this out with us. So there were walls between us. By the cross you came and broke them down. You broke
Today's story is one of my most favorite stories from the entire Bible.
The whole thing?
The whole thing. I love it. I can be a pretty fearful person, meaning I get scared or worried about the things in my life. Okay, that actually scared me.
She's easily scared.
I didn't expect that. Sometimes I'm scared about how a hard conversation is going to go, or if my friends are going to include me. Sometimes I worry about my family relationships because my parents are divorced. And I often worry about what will happen in the future. But the reason I love this story in the Bible is because it reminds me of the power that Jesus has to calm our fears.
So let's check it out. We find this story in Luke 8. So go ahead, pause this video, and read verse 22 through 25 together as a class. Okay, to understand the power of this story, some background information might be a little helpful. The people that Jesus was with on that boat, the disciples, a lot of them were fishermen before they started following Jesus. That meant they spent a lot of time fishing on this exact same lake. We call it the Sea of Galilee, but really it's a big lake. So these men were very familiar with being in a small boat on this lake when storms would come, because storms would come and they've been fishermen their whole lives, right? So it was their job to sail this boat, and it was pretty common for storms like that to suddenly start.
Yeah. So why does that information help us understand what is happening in the story?
Yeah.
Well, if these professional fishermen who were used to being on that exact lake in the middle of these storms started reacting like they did, full of fear and panic, it meant it was a really big deal. Yeah. They're not just overreacting. They probably think they're going to die and they just can't figure a way out of the situation they're in. Yeah. I imagine that the storm was tossing the boat all around and it was starting to fill up with water and about to sink. I would be terrified too.
So what would they do? They run to wake up Jesus, who is somehow sleeping in the middle of this huge, huge storm.
Crazy.
They're full of panic and stress, and they say, "We're going to drown." But Jesus didn't wake up and join their panic. No, he was calm, he was full of peace, and he told them that he's told the storm to stop, and the storm did what Jesus said. So he is so powerful that he can make a storm stop just by telling it to do so.
I literally have goosebumps because that story is so crazy.
Yeah.
Jesus first solved their immediate problem. He told the wind and the waves to stop, and they did. Then Jesus addressed their heart problem. Yeah. You see, the disciples had forgotten who was on the boat with them. Jesus has power over everything. Jesus was with them on the boat, but their fear got in the way of their faith.
Yeah. The same God who commands all the heavens and all the earth, who tells the sun when it should rise and when it should set, is the very same God who cares about you, who cares about what you and I care about. Mm-hmm. In addition to overseeing the entire universe, God sees you and me individually. Mm. That means that when we're afraid or worried, God cares about it. Just like the disciples took their fears to Jesus, we can take our fears to him.
Yeah. It's normal to be afraid, and we can know that Jesus has the power to calm our fears, but here's the thing. Having faith that Jesus can do what he says he can do doesn't mean you just won't ever be afraid anymore. Right. But it does mean that when you are afraid, you know what to do and who you can call on. When I'm scared, I can pause and read my Bible or pray or talk to someone else who believes in God. These things help me to have the kind of peace that Jesus had on that boat because Jesus can calm my fears. Even if he doesn't immediately take away what's scaring me, he can help me feel okay in the middle of it.
Yeah. So let's think about a small example. Say you're scared of spiders. I can relate to that.
Yep.
You're laying in bed, getting ready to go to sleep, when all of a sudden you see a huge spider crawl on the wall right near your head.
Nope.
You could freak out and run out of the room with your eyes closed, hope to not run into any walls.
Yeah.
But now you don't know where the spider is, and you're gonna have to go back to bed at some time.
Yeah. Or pause. You could pause and ask God to help. Ask him to calm your fears and give you courage. Then you could calmly turn the lights on and either remove the spider yourself if you're feeling extra brave, or just call your parents in to help you.
Yeah.
Sometimes fear stops us from thinking through things and we make our problems worse.
Like running into a wall.
Yeah, or losing the spider.
Or losing a spider.
If we pause and talk to God, he can calm our fears so we can better handle the situation.
Yeah. Stories in the Bible, like this one, show us who Jesus is and why we can trust him. But ultimately, we get to choose if we're going to trust him. In moments when we're afraid, you can show you trust him by asking for his help. Trusting Jesus with our lives is one of the ways that we worship him and thank him for all he's done for us.
It can be really hard to believe that Jesus has the power to calm our fears. But maybe someone in your class or your teacher has a great suggestion for how to practice just that. So spend some time talking about our story and how we can trust Jesus even in the scariest moments. And we're back.
Woo! That was tiring.
And we've got our ice cream.
We do.
Should we pull it out?
We should. Let's do it.
Guys, we shook these bags a
Man,
decent amount.
I have
This
never
is
made ice cream before.
Actually really cool that this worked.
So,
Like, look at how thick this is. You
Could-
guys remember what it looked like before.
this is so cool. You could almost say, wow.
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 Okay, so you might remember one of these, this one, is pickle flavored. Ooh. And this one is just good old vanilla. So I think to determine the loser,
Uh-oh.
we need to play a little rock, paper, scissors.
Uh-oh, okay. All right, so rock, paper, scissors, shoot, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh,
no, I get the pickle juice.
Well, do you know what time it is?
Oh, it's consequence
It's
time.
consequence time. I will be handing you my pickle ice
Thanks,
cream.
Morgan, for all your hard work on
And
this.
I will take your vanilla.
Yes. Oh,
Well-
man.
Let's get a nice little
Hefty,
scoop. Cheers.
cheers.
Don't touch mine. I don't want pickle.
Okay.
Well,
it tastes like pickle ice cream. But if you guys didn't know, it's actually not that bad.
oh good.
Have you ever had a sweet pickle? It's kind of like relish a little bit. But
So not too bad.
yeah, I probably won't eat a third spoon. Oh yeah, no, definitely not a third spoon.
This one's good. You did a good job. Do you want to try the plain vanilla? I kind of want to try it. Kind of want to give it a go.
Go
a
for
little
it.
go.
Go for it.
Oh!
It's the second spoon that got me. I only grazed the surface. I think you really got in that pickle juice there.
It's salty.
Yeah. Makes you want to say, wow.
That was way worse than I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna stick with my vanilla ice cream right now.
Yeah, I am gonna go think
yours.
about finishing this.
Well, this was a very fun experiment.
Yeah.
Fun episode. And we'll catch you guys next week for week 3 of
Wow.
Wow. See ya.
See you next week.